We ready? Obviously, great win. Second half, we were tremendous. I thought we weren't aggressive enough in the first half. We turned it up in the second half. We got great athletes, you know, and when you press and play hard for 40 minutes, it just kind of wears teams down. And I thought our pressure in the second half was much better. Give Alex Fudge a ton of credit. He saved our ass in the first half. If he doesn't cut and make that three and shoot well, I mean, he made a huge 1-and-1 to get it from 7-5 when it was kind of running away from us a little bit. And I thought Fudge did a tremendous job. He showed flashes of, I tell him all the time, you got to turn potential into production. He showed flashes of his production tonight. He was great. And then obviously Days did what he did. And in the second half, man, I mean, Tari, we found a mismatch with him. We were playing smaller. We found that mismatch with Tari, and Tari just went to work. And then Brandon Murray, we were able to run a counter off the mismatch play and get Murray going after he saw that free throw go in, saw a shot go in. So just a total team effort, and it's a good win. They're a good team. And we got a better team coming in on Monday. So we got to turn it around quick and get ready to go Monday. So once again, we had 1,600 plus students here, I think, tonight, or around 1,600 students, which was great. I know Friday night there was a bunch of formals and stuff going on, so really pleased with the student turnout and the overall crowd. The crowd helped us out a lot in the second half. When you press and play with energy like we do, you kind of feed off the crowd. So it was great to have another good crowd, especially on a Friday night. So it's a good team we beat. I'm proud of our guys.
Kind of touched on it a little bit there, but you outscored them 52-22 in the second half. Can you kind of talk about what you saw at halftime and what kind of led to that second half surge?
Well, I can't really say what I said at halftime. You probably wouldn't want that. It's not suitable for media. But, I just thought we weren't playing hard enough. We were kind of hoping they would miss instead of forcing them to miss. And then we weren't able to turn defense into offense. We were playing too much one-on-one. We weren't taking advantage of the mismatches that were there. And so it's a lot easier also for me in the second half. The offense is in front of our bench. So I can control the offense a lot better, and I can tell them where to go and when to screen and when to slip and all that. And then the front of the press is also in front of our bench, so we can pick up the aggression in the second half. And so all that stuff helped us tonight.
Gaines, Eason, and Fudge had 39 of your 43 off the bench. What's it, I guess, like this year to have actual scoring options off the bench, guys you can put in and you feel that they can produce and not just
and
be out
Gaines
there?
was 2 of 3 from 3. He made some really big threes for us. And we've got like I said, we've got good depth of our group's got good depth, and when we play hard and we just keep running bodies at you and can make athletic plays, it eventually just wears you down. I thought their point guard 12, he's a great player. He's first team All-League player in the Sun Belt. I thought he totally controlled the game in the first half, and I let it be known at halftime. Our guards didn't much care for that observation, but I thought he totally controlled the game in this first half, and I thought he was playing at his pace, and we did a great job trapping him, forcing him to give the ball up, making it hard. They can't run offense if he can't set the offense. We made it hard for him to catch it back. We didn't let him cross the court because they have to cross the court to run a lot of their offense. So we just did a good job of making it a lot more difficult on him, and I thought we were able to control the pace and the tempo in the second half.
It really seems like, in this first 2 games, the off dribble that Darius has been able to do with his off dribbling and making shots off the dribble, just, how much does that kind of add to his game?
Oh, he's not just a standstill shooter anymore. He can score in the post. He hadn't been able to show that too much, but, he can really score in the post. He's worked on his post game. He's worked on playing off the bounce, being able to drive it, being able to finish off the bounce. So he's worked on all of that. He was in his bag tonight a little bit. That turnaround off the inbounds play. I'd like to say that was a good play call, but I always tell people it's the horse, it ain't the jockey. So the players make the plays, and he made us look smart on that one.
It was kind of exactly like you thought it was going to be with the sledding. Were you ever concerned late in the first half when they kept?
Oh yeah, we just had to I was just trying to get to halftime with it manageable. I knew the adjustments we could make. I knew what we needed to do. It was just hard. They had a good press offense. I had to adjust some things in the press. They were prepared for some of our stuff, and couldn't adjust it on the fly. I had to get to halftime where we could adjust everything, and the offense was away from our bench, and so it's just I didn't have everything in front of me where I can control it a lot better, and so we had to get to halftime with it within a workable margin, and then I felt like we could do some things in the second half.
Coach, you talked after the last game about this being a step up in competition for you guys, and this team definitely challenged you all in the first half. How would you describe the importance of having games like this early in the season? And you have another one, like you said, on Monday.
Oh, Monday's going to be they're so good. I don't know why I scheduled them. Coach McKay talks me in every time to schedule him. He's so nice to me on the phone when he wants to play the game because I'm the only dumbass that'll schedule him at a high major. They're really good. I mean, McGee, the point guard, is a good player. I mean, they almost beat Oklahoma State in the NCAA tournament last year. They beat Mississippi State and South Carolina last year from the SEC. They played Missouri tight. Penson came up to me and said, "What in the world were you thinking scheduling them?" He had remembered playing them last year. So I mean, they're a really good team. But I like the way we responded today. Now, Liberty ain't going to get as rattled. It's hard to get them to play at a pace that isn't their pace. I played them twice when I was the head coach of VCU. This will be the second time we've played them here. It's hard to rattle them. They're a lot harder to get to play on your terms than most teams.
Yeah, Texas State is one of the slowest teams in the country last year, this year.
You ain't seen slow till Monday night.
Could you tell your guys were kind of being patient to a degree with that slow pace on defense specifically, trying to wear
Yeah, I
them down?
thought the first half we played right into their hands. We were way too passive. We just played right into their hands. I thought the second half I knew we had to junk the game up. That's why we wanted to press and use the 1-3-1, which we didn't use the other night. I don't think it's some big secret that we like to play that 1-3-1. Everybody knows that. But we had to throw them off rhythm. Texas State wants it to be, you come down in the half court, you run your set play against their defense. Then they come down and they run their set play against your defense. Like, that's just what he wants to, and TJ's an excellent coach. He is a hell of a coach. But he wants to run it like a football game where he's the offensive and defensive coordinator. He gets to coordinate all his stuff. And so we had to make it where it was more in the full court and, let the athletes and the speed. I tell our guys all the time, speed kills. And, let that speed take over.
How nice was it tonight? I guess you'd say nice, but two of your starters got in foul trouble, and you had to adjust, and the bench had to adjust. How nice is it to have a game like this where things don't go perfectly early? I mean, and you have to adjust, and guys have to adjust, and your bench comes through. I mean, what's the advantage of that for you this stage?
Yeah, it's what you said. I mean, Fudge, Tari, and Gaines came through for us big time. I mean, Fudge and Tari, Fudge was huge for us in the first half. Tari and Murray in the second half. Gaines made some good plays. Days was steady, and so we've got good depth. I told you we got good players now. It's not like we got eight very, very good players. Now that's different. We got eight good players. They're they can shoot, they can score. Where we're 10 of 18 from three. Days only hit 3 of them, so we had we were the other guys combined for 7. Murray, I believe, was 3 for 4. Gaines was 2 for 3. Fudge was 1 for 1. So we had some guys. Tari hit 1. So I mean we got good guys. Tari had another double-double. I mean he's been phenomenal. He's a matchup nightmare. You can play him at the 3, 4, or the 5. You can play him all over the place. I mean he's a matchup nightmare. He's talented and he can score it a lot of different ways. He makes his free throws. He can get in there and he can draw contact, draw fouls. He's so rugged and makes his free throws.
I think you had at least another 5 shot clock violations.
I love those.
7
Can
steals.
Can you tell?
7 steals, 6 block shots. Did you try to impress on them that you had to give them a dose of their own medicine? That's what you
Well,
did.
our shot clock violations are different than theirs because we're trying to pressure. What I was trying to impress on them is if we've got to throw them off rhythm on offense. They can't. Their plays take 20, 22 seconds to run. Like I was telling you pregame, they're kind of like Ole Miss. Like Ole Miss takes it. Like they got great stuff. They cut. They run it at a high level, but it just takes a while to get through all of it. They got long plays. Like our stuff's more quick hitters and concepts and things like that, but their stuff takes a long time to run. And You know, we just needed to throw them off rhythm, which is what we did a much better job of in the second half. It wasn't just, you know, they were going to go late in the shot clock anyway. We gave up 3 late shot clock threes in the first half, and, you know, we didn't in the second half. We blocked some shots. We made some athletic plays. All right. See everybody Monday. No press conference before Monday, right, Kent? Yeah, see? See you Monday. Huh? Yeah, Kent doesn't work on the weekends.